Hello folks, this is a documentary of building my outdoor furnace for the greenhouse, and also it'll feed the house through the greenhouse. But I'm doing this one dedicated to Gino Zero. Now he's not subscribed to my channel, but the purpose of this is, you know, I've worked putting furnaces in and things for a lot of years, and there's some, I don't know what you want to call it, laws of physics or laws that need to be applied. And this documentary is basically probably be a couple parts, but last week me and my wife built the barrel stove. That's quite, you can probably find hundreds of videos on building the barrel stove. Just when you're building a barrel stove, there's one thing you always want to remember. If you're going to have it where there's anywhere flammable, or even if there's not, the barrels have seams, and you look in it, you'll see a line down the side. That has to go directly on the bottom. Remember, the seam has to go to the bottom. It's the weakest part of the barrel. The bottom does not get hot. I had these before, and I could put my hand on the bottom when I had ashes or sand in the bottom. Heat rises. And so this is my first installment. You'll see that I had some wood that was thrown away here. This is duckboard that was junk. Duckboard is insulated. It's expensive if you buy it brand new and in whole pieces, but this piece was given to me, and these scraps, I got a whole bunch of scraps, and as you can see, I take the scraps and I tape them. Now there is a special kind of tape for this. It's a metal, and it's not duck tape, it's duct tape. It's tape for heating and air conditioning ducts. It is metal, it does not burn. So you can use it to build your outdoor furnace. This is just a way of containing the heat and not losing it to the outside. This ductboard has pretty good insulation value. Cold isn't going to bother it. I built myself a platform. It's insulated on the bottom, even though the heat doesn't go down, but being it's trapped, it could catch on fire. I'm going to put a layer of cement and tile that I have that is leftover tile from under our wood stove, and I'm going to place that in between there just to give it a thermal barrier. Then I'll be putting my feed to the greenhouse, which is right over there, out of the top. Heat rises. I'll be putting a hole in the bottom in the floor, and that's where the cold will come. It'll work like a coffee pot. As the air gets heated, it goes up. The air expands and it moves faster and faster. It'll push itself around. I should need no fan. This thing will work. But always remember, when you have a heating system, you can't just have a feed into something. Things do not work on a vacuum. You can only pull so much vacuum, and once the air heats and is expanded to its maximum capacity, it no longer will push into the weaker pressure. So you have to have a cold air return. I can't emphasize it enough. People will tell me, I do plumbing and I do electrical work, and people will tell me, oh, my bathroom's fine, it doesn't suck the stink out. Well, and then you'll see the door is tight, you know, no air can get in, and they're pulling a vacuum. Well, once you pull the vacuum, what's in there will not move out unless there's a cross ventilation. So, what's the thing? Put a crack under the door where air can move from one place to another. You know, fresh air will come in, it'll pull it over the stink, dilute it, and it'll take it out. Had these problems when I worked maintenance for McDonald's and the hotels. You seal things up too tightly, your air isn't going to move. So it's very important. You have to have a cold air return as well as a hot air feed. Okay, that concludes my first installment. I'll be doing segments on this. Back out here, I worked on this maybe 2 hours or so, on and off. I had other things I had to do, but you can see I got the stovepipe in through the ductboard, and it's getting pretty late. I'm going to hang it up for today, I think, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll put the back in yet, but just wanted to show you what I accomplished. And I want to tell you that if you're going to use duct tape, and I said duct with a T, it is foil, and when you use it, it is extremely sharp, so you want to be careful with the edges. I just wanted to put that out there, because if you move real fast, there's a good chance you can cut yourself on the edge. So you want to do that, and you can see what it looks like. I got it into my box. I piecemealed scraps, and this is all scrap stuff. You can buy new if you can afford it. Buy the new. It's going to take a lot less time, but it's going to cost. And I have nothing vested in this other than the roll of that tape there beside the telephone. And the platform is junk. It was brought here to be disposed of, burnt from a porch that was tore off, and it's not bad wood. It just had to move the nails. And well, you can see my greenhouse heater's coming along quite nicely. Thank you. May the Lord bless. Okay, I'm back here at the project again, and you can see the wood stove. Now what I've just done is I took latex paint and I just put a bead of latex paint around the edge of the barrel. And why did I do that? Because I want to know that get a perfect cut around the barrel there so it fits nice and snug. So I'll put the my metal, which I have set a hole in, or cut a hole in, and did the bending already for my front panel. And I just put the paint on the front edge, and you can see I made the cut for the door, but now I want to get this just where it needs to be perfectly. And then what I'll do is just push him back against, oops, as well as I can. Oops. And just push around the barrel edge. Ouch, that's sharp. So that I can finish the cut. I had to cut a hole out so that the door pushed it out too much, and I'm not gonna, after all the work we did to put the door in, I'm not gonna take it out. Okay, just make sure that I'm back against, and I have it tight against the bottom on the board of this here. And let's see what we have here. Okay. And as it appears, I'm pretty close to my measurements that I had before, but this one is, that was a guess, and this is the actual measurement. So I'm going to cut it out, and I'll show you the process a little later.